moving on to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Mm.
So I got some more pet peeves, but first
Oh boy.
I'll start with some positivity. The Odin boss
Okay.
fight in this game is insane. So to unlock summons, you have to fight them first and beat them.
Hmm.
But you can decrease their strength by finding temples. But even after decreasing his strength, Odin was a problem.
Ooh,
But yesterday, I finally got his number. The problem with
nice.
Odin is that if he does enough damage to you, he'll trigger an insta kill move. But
Oh,
it takes a while to
yikes.
charge, so you do have time to like stun him, which will cancel it before he uses it.
Hmm.
But I could not figure out how to keep him from starting the insta kill move other than dodging, so I kept losing. And also, this is where, like I mentioned before, the lack of like material loadouts became a glaring flaw because I had to swap out materia to try and beat him, and it was annoying to try and figure out who had what when I was trying to put them back to where they were before. So if there were loadouts, it would be a lot simpler for me to just go, okay, click, put everybody back into their basic loadouts, and I don't have to switch things around too much.
Yeah.
But just based on how they handle feedback, I can only assume they're probably gonna add that in the next game. When I finally beat him, it was without swapping any material whatsoever.
Oh wow.
And instead, I just figured out how to dodge his move so he doesn't do enough damage to trigger his insta kill. But then also,
Hmm.
I figured out how to do a lot of damage to him so that I could stun him before he did the insta kill move. And like after like I
Oh,
think 3 attempts, I beat him. It's crazy how
nice,
that
nice.
happens when you fight a boss fight. It's hard. You take a break, you come back, and then you beat him quicker.
Right.
It's crazy how that works.
That happened to me with Madarame in Persona 5. He was kicking my behind the first couple times I fought him. I was like, I need a break. Then I came back like 2 days later, sweeped him. It was insane.
um, but now onto the annoying stuff. Some of the
Mm.
design decisions in this game are insane. They make you wonder what the hell they were thinking. Like truly, they're mind-boggling. It makes no sense. There are escort missions where you need to
Mm.
literally walk for no good goddamn reason. It's not like a situation where it's like a secret loading screen because everything in this game loads instantaneously. I will travel to the other side of the goddamn map and it will happen in like 5 seconds. The load times in this game are ridiculous. The power of next gen gaming. I guess it's not next gen anymore, but
It was at the time.
it's great. So it's not like a situation where they're loading something and that's why you're taking forever to walk. No, it's just them trying to pad the time for no reason. It's stupid. I don't know why. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to have you have these missions where you have to walk so slow, so excruciatingly slow. And then there's a section where they force you to play as, in my opinion, the worst party member in the goddamn game. He's useless in both the story and gameplay. Kate Sith, or Ketchi, however it's pronounced. That little robot cat sucks so bad. Not fun to play. And the section when they force you to play as him as like the main party member is ass. And his puzzles suck. Case sucks. He's stupid. I hate him. Kill him. Burn him. I'm 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 so happy when that next game come out and they add Sid and Vincent Valentine to the roster and I'm getting Kasich
Mm.
the hell out of here so fast. He will never be in my party ever again unless they significantly change the way that he plays in the next game. But yeah, I'm close to the end of the game. But it was taking me so long. I took week-long breaks in between sessions because they just keep adding these weird side quests and the maps in the last two sections were horrible. Well, the Cosmo Canyon was alright, but Gongaga sucked. And but now back to the good. After I finally pushed through the sludge, I'm finally in another fun part of the game that reminds me, okay, it is a
This is
good
what it is
game.
all worth it.
This it is a good game, okay? I was faltering for a second. I was starting to be a hater, but it is a good game. I promise you. um, because now I can freely fast travel across the entire map, and
Ooh.
new side quests have been unlocked in each area. And the quest, as they call them, is their main story, and then the side quests are just called quest. Um,
Mhm.
they tend to be really good, except for the one that made me walk really slow. Um, Before now, the fast travel was restrictive because you have to travel between two continents. You start in the eastern continent, then you go to the western continent, and they try to be
Right.
kind of realistic. in that you can't cross the ocean without going back to Costa del Sol and then hopping on a ship. And in the Eastern continent, you need a chocobo cart to cross between the two different areas in that part of the map.
Mhm.
And all of that costs money.
Right.
But later in the game, you unlock the ability to travel by air via a plane, so you can travel all over the map. But that also costs money.
Ooh. Oh.
But it's a pretty fun system in my opinion. But I
Mhm.
didn't use it much because I did every quest before I left an area and never had a reason to go back, except for like one
Right.
time. So I can imagine it being annoying if you didn't do that, especially since you got to spend money to do it. But predicting that, the person who offers you flights later on in the game, where I'm at currently, becomes
Mhm.
sympathetic to the cause and offers them for free,
Ooh.
allowing you to fast travel anywhere on the map free of cost. And you no longer have to like travel to another area to do it. You can just go to the map, click the fast travel point, and fast travel there. So yeah, it's real cool.
That's cool that they came up with an in-lore
Yeah,
explanation
like
as
at
to why that
first,
is.
because it's real fun because you're just traveling across the planet. Literally, you're going from continent to continent, city to city, and it's real fun the way they do it. You catch the chocobo to, or you walk some areas you have to walk through this area to get there, but then later on you unlock fast travel to get between areas faster, so you don't have to go through that whole section again. So they
Mhm.
make it real fun in that way. But then once you get late in the game, you're like, I don't feel like I have to do all of that again. They just let you fast travel everywhere. And revisiting areas I haven't been to in weeks is fun, especially since they're the better areas in the game. Gongaga,
Mhm.
I'm talking about you. You suck. Um, but yeah, the game's fun again. And now I'm back in Disneyland, and I'm about to go and play some more Queen's Blood because I have the final queen in the like the kind of story mode of Queen's Blood where there's like this Yu-Gi-Oh type story going on where a person is stuck in a shadow realm. And
Mhm.
apparently like Queen's Blood there's like some mythical power to it.
Oh
So
wow.
I'm on like the final mission in terms of that. But then after that, I'm gonna finally go on my date with Tifa, and it's gonna be good. I love you, Tifa. Bring back themes, PlayStation. Why did you get rid of background themes? I had a good Tifa background theme with her theme playing in the background. It was so good. It was so good.
Mm.
There's this insane. So there's like this piano side quest or like a mini game you can do, and I did the latest one I did was Air's theme, and at first it was insane. I was like, why would you do this to me? This is hard. And then it's about memorization for the most part, so I got it figured out easy.
Right.
But I missed one, so I went back to an area to get the sheet music, sit on the piano, and play it. And I'm like, Air's theme was supposed to be harder than this. This is insane.
Wow.
Everything's moving so fast. I don't play a lot of rhythm games. I am dying. Yeah, it's insane. It's like it's Piano Hero. That's exactly what it is.
Oh.
It's
Oh wow.
ridiculous. But it's fun, and I'll figure it out eventually. It'll take some time, but I'll get it.
You'll get there.
I just got to get an A. I'm not trying to get an S. I'm so mad. I was doing Tifa's theme, and I was so close to getting an S, and then I missed one goddamn note. I was so upset.
Yeah.
It sucked, and I'll never do it again. I'm good with an A. I'm not doing these thousands of times. Like there's some like mini games where I just play it once and go, yeah, that's good enough. I don't need to
Yep.
try and do the best at this one. Only the ones that I think are really fun, or sometimes
Our Queen's
there was
Blade.
there was one that gave me the reward of time material, which time material you can either the ATB charges faster, you can stop enemies from performing spells for a certain period of time, or you can just straight up freeze them in time. So I was like, yeah, give me that materia. I'm gonna try my best to do this mini game. But yeah, back in Disneyland, having fun. This game's good.